Okay, so this week I'm talking about the American Pawpaw, which most of you should know about if you're into permaculture or gardening, though a lot of you probably won't have never heard of that. So the American Pawpaw is a native perennial tree that produces these kind of tropical-like fruit in areas that are not tropical. So you can find these growing, I think, some people have extended them to growing from zone 4 to, I'm trying to remember, maybe 8. They have a pretty wide growing range. I don't have any notes. I'm kind of just going off the brain. So I wrote a whole blog about how cool these plants are and the possession they have over me in these recent years, due to just kind of their hidden nature, and everyone seems to love them. So I'll put a link to that in the description, and I hope you check it out because there's a lot of good information in regards to the historical context and a little bit of cultural, though, as well as some research that's being done about these fruit, and like a whole little debate. And I'll let you read the article if you're interested, but in this video, I'm kind of just highlighting my trip and kind of giving you a visual guide at kind of where you can find these fruit in the wild and the habitats they kind of thrive in. For this video, we're kind of going to a little new growth forest. It's up around some water in a little gully area, and I do quite a bit of driving to get to these locations. For my region, these plants seem to start producing fruit in August, and they don't really get ripe or start falling until about, I'd say, early to mid September. Some people argue into early October, though based on what I saw, I went around September 23rd, and I didn't see a whole lot. There's supposed to be a whole bunch of fruit. Like, each tree is supposed to have clusters of little, like, between 5 or 6 fruits on each little node, and by the time we got there, either the deer got them, but I think people got them. People look for these. All these areas I was going to were public areas, so you just gotta look around, and once you find a spot, I'm sure someone else has found it, unless you have a little secret little hidden stash. There's a lot. I was really shocked by how these fruit tasted, and I was amazed, and it's definitely one of my top fruits out there, especially for it to be just a gift. It's natural, it's wild. You don't have to worry about insecticides or herbicides and all that to it as much. But yeah, I hope you enjoy kind of the story and just seeing me out in the field. I really encourage you guys to look into them and consider growing these if you live in the range in which they will survive. I can't believe it took me so long to find these or have enough effort to go out in the woods. But do watch out for the ticks, because we walked through a cluster of those little seed ticks, and it was not a lot of fun getting those off in the car. So yeah, enjoy the video and let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. And please do check out my blog. There is quite a lot of information, and I believe it's pretty interesting. So yeah, give that a click. Okay, today we're looking for the hidden pawpaw tree fruit. It's kind of late in the season, but they're supposedly they produce fruit from late August to throughout September. So we're cutting it a little bit close, but we've already found some. So we already went to another spot. I forgot to record. It's funny. Show them the ones in there. But yeah, we got lucky, found a few trees. It's hard to see the fruit on the tree. And I was like, all right, we're just gonna shake them.
And then the ripe ones fell down. I got hit with a branch in the face. You live, you learn. Keep your head down when shaking for pawpaw trees. But yeah, we're on the way to another spot that we found and we're scouted out. So we'll keep you posted and we'll record when we get out there. I don't see any pawpaws in there. I see. I feel like one fell in here. Here's what a pawpaw is supposed to look like, or not supposed to look like. It's some old fruit that fell out. Inside of it, you got these seeds, which I'm gonna plant some of these here, and then I'm gonna take some and plant them near me. But you can tell on the inside, it was once good. So we'll take some of these guys. They need to be cold stratified before they'll sprout. So if you're gonna take seeds home, just make sure you put them in a fridge for about 2 or 3 months to mimic winter. So, and they do have a bit of seeds in them. So, and that's how I give back. Leave that for the bugs. And now we got all these, and I'll give about half of these. I'll plant them in here somewhere before we leave. This trip has been, this location has been kind of disappointing. Although there's a lot of trees, but a lot of them are too small. But luckily, towards the end of our trip, right when we were about to go home, got one right here, and then another one. Maybe it was this one. I can't remember. But we'll keep looking for another 25, 30 minutes or so, and we're gonna call the quits. Okay, so this is all the pawpaws we harvested. We're going to cut into these ones because I've never tried them before, and they're really squishy and maybe overripe, but I hope they taste good. Supposedly they're supposed to have a custard-like taste or texture, and then be kind of like a mango banana mix in regards to taste. They should have some big seeds in there, so you don't worry about choking on them. I'm excited to taste them because this is years in the making. I thought I could cut it open like an avocado. That is not the case. Not perfect, but let's try it out.
So I had to redo this audio, but I really did enjoy the fruit. I felt like it tasted like a mixture between a pineapple banana with a custard-like texture.